Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you the conversion from decimal to octal. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to convert decimal number to octal. Okay. So decimal to octal. Okay. So suppose you are given a decimal number which is 3. Okay. Suppose you are given a decimal number which is 3, 9, 4 and base 10, and you want to convert this number to octal. Okay, so for converting it to octal, you divide this number 394 with 8. Okay, so I'm going to divide the number 394 with 8. Okay, so when I divide this number by 8, 8 fours are 32, and there will be a 7 remainder, and 8 nines are 72, and there will be 2 remainder. So the remainder is 2. So this is the remainder, which is 2. Then I'm going to divide this 49 again by 8. 8 fives are 40, and the remainder is 8 6 are 48. Okay, 8 6 are 48, and the remainder is 1. Then I'll divide 6 by 8, and since we cannot divide 6 by 8, 8 times 0 is 0, and the remainder is 6. And then you go from bottom up. So the octal representation of this decimal number is 612. So that's the octal representation of this decimal number. We'll take another example. Another number is 784. That's the decimal, and you need to convert this number to octal. So we'll divide 784 by 8. So 8 times 9 is 72. Remainder is 6. So we have 64. So 8 times 8 is 64. So this is exactly divisible by 8. So 8 times 98 is 784. And the remainder is 0. Then I'll divide 98 by 8. 8 times 1 is 8. Remainder is 1. So 1 8 18. So 8 2s are 16. 8 times 2 is 16, and then the remainder is 2. So this the division that we are doing is like this: 98 divided by 8. So 8 times 1 is 8, and then the remainder, then you do this, which is 1 and 8, and 8 times 2 is 16, and this is the remainder. This is the remainder, and this is the quotient. Okay, quotient. So 12, if you divide by 8, 8 times 1 is 8, and the remainder is 4. 1 if you divide by 8, 8 times 0 is 0, remainder is 1. And if you go bottom up, you will get the octal representation, which is 1 4 2 0. This is the octal representation of 784. Now let's take okay, so another example is so we are given a decimal 1 2 6 4 base 10, and we need to convert this to the octal representation. So we'll divide 1 2 6 4 by 8. So 8 times 1 is 8, remainder is 4, so 46. 8 times 5 is 40, and the remainder is 6, and 8 times 8 is 64. So this is exactly divisible. 158 times 8 is 1264, and the remainder is 0. Now 158, when you divide by 8, so 8 times 1 is 8, remainder is 9. 8 times, sorry, not 9, 7. So 8 times 9 is 72, and the remainder is 6. And when you divide 19 by 8, 8 times 2 is 16, remainder is 3. 2 divide by 8, 8 times 0 is 0, remainder is 2, and you get this. So that's the octal representation. 2 3 6 0. That is the octal representation of decimal 1264. Now let's take another example. Very simple example. Let's take this one, 62. Okay, so if the number is 62, which is a decimal, then you need to find the octal representation. So 62 divided by 8, which is equal to 8 times 7, 56, remainder is 6. And then 7 divided by 8, 8 times 0 is 0, and remainder is 7. So this is the octal representation, 7 6 base 8, representation of 62 base 10. Let's take one more example, which is 4 6 8 base 10. So 4 6 8 divided by 8. 8 times 5 is 40, remainder is 6. 8 times 8 is 64, remainder is 4. 58 divided by 8. 8 times 7 56, remainder is 2. 7 divided by 8. 8 times 0 is 0, remainder is 7. So the octal representation is 7 2 4 base 8. So that's the octal representation. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching the video.